Why was the capture of 450 international activists not a simple military operation, but a documented act of kidnapping and state-sponsored piracy that flagrantly violates international law? What happened to the global Sumid Flotilla goes far beyond a border dispute. It strikes at the heart of global maritime law and human rights. The illegality of seizure, a violation of the law of the sea. The core fact here is non-negotiable. The humanitarian fleet was intercepted 70 nautical miles out in international waters. This distance places the vessels firmly outside of any national jurisdiction. Under the international law of the sea, any action taken against a civilian vessel in these waters without a Security Council resolution or a clear, immediate threat is an act of illegal seizure. Journalist Kieran Andreu himself stressed this, calling the transfer of activists to Ashdod port an illegal kidnapping. This breach is timeless because it challenges the foundational principle of freedom of navigation that keeps global trade and travel safe for everyone. When a state can seize a peaceful humanitarian ship with impunity, the entire global order is threatened. Systematic medical torture, breaching the Geneva Conventions. Once detained, the abuses shifted from illegal seizure to systematic human rights violations. The conditions in the Negev desert prison reveal an absolute contempt for the Geneva Conventions and the UN Convention Against Torture. This wasn't just poor conditions, it was deliberate cruelty. Imagine being denied any clean drinking water for days, forced instead to drink brown, unsanitary water from a tap. Now, consider the sheer malice behind the denial of medicine. Guards were reported to have thrown away life-saving medication for HIV, severe heart conditions, and anti-seizure disorders right in front of the desperate detainees, often laughing. The targeting of journalists and activists like Andreu and Greta Thunberg was a calculated tactic to suppress the story. The attempt to force compliance, such as forcing Greta to kiss the Israeli flag after being beaten, is an old-world strategy of intimidation meant to break the spirit and silence the witnesses. Prime Minister Netanyahu reportedly approved drone strikes against a prior flotilla vessel demonstrates that the state's intent was not simply to reroute aid, but to physically and morally neutralize the message of the fleet. The goal of this cruelty is clear: make the cost of activism so high that no one else dares to sail. Conclusion: the case of the global Sumid Flotilla serves as a potent and enduring example of how core international laws, from the right to sail freely to the basic right to necessary medical care, can be shattered by a state seeking to maintain a blockade. Documenting these violations is crucial to preserving the integrity of the global legal framework for the future.